Hey, hi, everybody, and welcome to another weekly connection. So, we want to talk about how there really is a divine plan, even though it looks like it's a mess. But it really is a divine plan. And that divine plan is to right now continue to push all the light workers. And the more light you are, the more you're going to be challenged, or the more stuff you want to transcend in this life, the more you're going to be challenged. So I want you to understand that there's a reason why the times are hard right now. There just is. So we want to make sure that we continue to hold our ground, to be the light, no matter what, no matter what's happening. We are being guided into higher dimensions now, more and more than ever before. And the divine plan is to remove what's called the error from all of 7 universes, which is one system. If you've taken some of my class, I've talked about it. But it's 7 universes that were quarantined when the ego, the self, started serving self. And before that, it never existed. So it is through the light workers that we are shifting out into having our love self. Serving love is what we do when we're in higher dimensions, not serving self. So that means that it is up to every star child, every light seed, to do the most they can do to transcend themselves into those light beings. That's why we call you a light seed now, because you have moved beyond the challenges of childhood and youth, and you're moving forward into those projections of fifth dimension. We can't take any 3D dynamics with us. Now, as a light seed, you are dissolving all of those 3D ego-based behaviors through yourself and through your light projection. And we're going to talk more about this next time, because your light projection is so important. That's the most important thing that we can do. But first, you have to do it within yourself. First, you have to feel that projection within yourself, and then you can radiate it out. But in this divine plan, when the earth shifts, which is the origin of the error for 7 universes, when that shifts, all of those 7 universes will be at 20%. So that sounds like, well, why isn't it all gone? Because there's still aspects of self that we are refining into the higher aspects of selflessness. That word is going to be misunderstood. Into love, into love. So that's what we do in 5D. It's kind of fun. And when I go and visit different places, I talk a lot about what is it that we're going to be asked to do and what are our challenges when we finally move forward. So that's where we want to focus. So you want to focus on yourself and on anything, if you have a bug, a pet peeve, or whatever, you have to focus now to train yourself to react lovingly and not judgmentally, not harshly at all. So that's what we're doing, and that's what we're facing in this time frame right now. And I know it's been difficult. It's not as difficult as it has been, but it isn't over yet. And we're getting there. We're getting there. We're on schedule. We're on target. Last meeting I had said we're totally on target. Humanity is doing great. Now, that doesn't mean that all of humanity, and unfortunately, you hear the loudmouths more than the light beings, because light beings tend to not be boisterous and loud. But the 3D character, when you're in 3D, you think you know, and you're so sure you know. Oh my God, yes, I know. Oh, I know what expansion is. I know what higher consciousness is. I know what all that is, because they don't have any reference or frame of reference to understand that expandedness. So what they know, they think is what is and what is so. But as you expand, you know that that's just not possible. That we can't define or put things in boxes and say, this is this and that is that, and that's it. And that's how God meant it. Which is kind of a joke, but it's not a joke because these guys tend to be really serious. So you want to really be sure to keep that love energy inside of you, working on you first. Okay? So let's do a meditation now. Let's do the aura cleanse. I already sprayed myself 3 times with this. And that gets rid of any schmuzz in your aura, anything. I don't think my aura was particularly schmuzzy, but it felt good. And then the cosmic thrust oil, which will balance your chakras, all of your chakras, and align you, heaven and earth, and put a little more energy into that solar plexus where we need it as we're connecting in collective consciousness. So now we bring it up through our aura, cup our hands together, and a deep breath in. That's so good. One of my favorite things to do right here. And as we do that, we transcend ourselves through time and space because you aren't bound by what you think 3D time and space is. But you don't know that because how does that go? You don't know what you don't know? Yeah. So evolving in your consciousness is fun because you suddenly realize the things that you thought you knew were so aren't. And it doesn't matter. And that doesn't matter. And that's important to know. So you let go of all your shoulds and your shouldn'ts and all that you think you need. You don't need it. You just need to be love. So now we're going to take our ascension oil and we're going to put that on our third eye in a clockwise circle, clockwise to you, right? And under your nose. And then I just wear it so I can smell it. And that helps. Good. So leading today are, I think, almost all of the Ascended Masters, Lord Katumi and Lord Mahay. Of course, Saint Germain, because, he's in charge of our light ascendance to the 5th dimension. It's his job to kind of bonk us on the head. No, he doesn't bonk, but to gently nudge us in the right direction to be able to understand what's going on in life. So I want you to take a moment and just feel the energy around you. And this meditation is led by Lord Mahay. Feel that vibration. Feel your heart and feel the love in your heart. It's such a big heart. Knowing that you're perfectly imperfect. Have you been perfect your whole life? No, nobody. Not possible. But that's not what's important. What's important is what did you take from those moments when you were less than spiritual? What did you take from it? What did you do? How did you learn? How did you grow? And that's what's important. When you do your life review, they don't care about how much money you make. They don't care about any of the material world. They care about what did you learn? How did you react to that? Where was your ego in that situation? And if your ego was in self, how did you transform that? And how much love did you project to the world? I remember the last time I died, I had 3 life reviews, so I was pretty far down the rabbit hole. And it was really fun. It was fun. And was I perfect? Well, anyone who knows me knows that that's just not true. But do we have love? And do we come from love? And is that what's important? Yes. Yes. So when I walk into something, sometimes I get a little mad because I walked into something and I just hurt myself. But then I bring that opportunity to bring the light in to myself and to project myself above that. And then it's like, whatever, right? So, that's my challenge. That's my challenge, to get around in the world without hurting myself. And you have yours, whatever that is. So don't judge yourself at all. Take any situation right now, as we do this meditation, that you feel guilt about, and bring it into your heart center, out of your sacral chakra into your heart. And we'll do that so that we can dissolve any element of guilt you have, or blame, any anger. Of course, anger comes from guilt and blame. So let's do that. So let's go ahead and visualize that light, yummy golden light coming in through the top of your head, just sticking to every cell, every pore, every part of you. And it comes down the front of you, and it comes all the way down through your body, particularly the knees, right? Because the knees are fear, and people are having a lot of fear. And then down your legs into your ankles, which support you, and out your feet into the earth to the mother. And she grabs on. She's like, hello. And then you bring that light further down into the grid, which is her energy system, which is getting extremely wide now. So you bring it around, and it comes back up the back of you with that essence of the Ma in there. And it comes back to source. And now we bring it around and around and around. Yes, it's doing that. I don't know why that's doing that. Okay, and around. I don't want to do that anymore. And around, so that you feel that orbit, that connection to heaven and earth. Feel that. Now, let's do the job. Let's go into that well of the mother, which connects us to the mother and lets us know how much we are loved and how connected to the whole we are, because the divine plan is for us to become whole again. And we're doing it. We're working it. It's a process. And every little step we take, every little crumb we get that leads us back to our home is taking us on that journey back to oneness, back to unconditional love. So we feel the well of the mother, and we feel our connection to everything. And then we bring it up into the root, and we feel all of our old DNA that was from 3D malformed thought patterns dissolving. We're not having those malformed thought patterns anymore. It's too hard to say. So we let it go. So I want you now to feel, as we get to the sacral, something that has bothered you, something you feel shame or blame or guilt or any of those things. Bring it up. And allow it to be filled with that light, that yummy, yummy gold light. And allow it to move now out of that judgmental part of you that says it was good or bad. And allow it to come up so that we can free it and bring it up into your conscious use of power, which sits on your spleen, where we remove the conflict that is causing you so much pain over this. And we let it go. And we release it into the solar plexus as the collective consciousness understands, because we've all felt something like that. You're not alone. And we release it into the light. We bring that opalescent light into it. Pearl, mother of pearl, excuse me, color of mother of pearl. However, the moonstone represents it, that love that doesn't judge, that removes the conflict from you. And then into the solar plexus, where we understand all of humanity and all of what they feel and how they're feeling. And we're like, yeah, I get that. But you don't have to hurt anymore. You don't have to feel bad anymore. Just feel love. And we bring that into the empathic shield, which sits on our liver. And we know when we understand and we feel that love now. It's the animizer. It's what allows us to spread our light seed to all of humanity. We bring it into the heart and we bring that right out through our heart. And we beam our light for ourselves first and then for all of humanity. The more we beam this light, the more every human being will be able to understand their quest, their journey. And then we bring it up into our throat, our conscious intention, oopsie. And we know that we are manifesting that light energy. Let it manifest. Let it come into being. Let yourself be that light seed, free of judgment. Manifesting that world, moving it into your throat. You are becoming that. You are that. You are light. On a journey. It's a good journey. It's a divine journey. And the good thing is to know that we're all on it. We're all here together on the ride, right? So let's ride together. Let's help each other. And in 5D, we don't argue anymore with each other. We don't have that conflict anymore. We don't have war. We don't have greed. So then we move it into the third eye, where we are confident and we know that we are this light being, moving, transforming a dense energy to a light one, which is an honor to be chosen to do. Not everyone got to be here right now because we know it's a hard job, no doubt. But no doubt, we're getting the job done, and quite well, by the way, very well. So then we bring that light up into our crown, polish that crown up, give it some more dazzle, give it some more shine. Let yourself be known as the light you are. And the more we are able to transform those malformed thoughts in ourselves, the more we help others do that. So that telepathic notch is shimmering, shaking, rattling, rolling with light for everyone to feel. It's like a broadcaster. You know, it broadcasts that light out of you to others. And let it shine as much as you can let it shine. And then bring that light out, waterfalling 18 inches into your aura. That golden light is the juice, that stuff we need to munch and crunch. That stuff we need to get this job done. We wear it 18 inches or more. There's no limit. And it's our reflective field. So then we don't understand, or if we lose our temper, if we get mad or sad or upset or whatever that emotion is, we reflect it back to ourselves. Or if it's someone else, we see that reflection and reflect that back to ourselves so that we understand and we have love and compassion for ourselves and for others. And that's our job, to be the juice bar so that everyone can get that light. Everyone can learn and grow to be the light. And more light seeds are born every day. So let's get the job done. Let's follow the divine plan. Let's clean it up. That's your job as a light seed. And you're doing a great job. So I love you all. And I love this time. And next time you'll have an assignment. I love you. See you next time. I feel the light. I feel the light. Incoming, incoming, incoming. Oh my God.